Yeah.
Hi, good morning, Bea. Yes, I'm here right now in Magat Salamat Elementary School in Tondo, kung saan tuboto si Isko Moreno at around 11 a.m. today. So, nandito na nga yung mga media, parang skin out na nga yung classroom kung saan boboto si Manila Mayor Isko Moreno. Nasa third floor siya, so medyo mahirapan mamaya to make sure that we are able to get a spot. But yeah, we're here and we're also wondering no, if pupunta siya sa Tondo Church before voting kasi usually yung mga ginagawa niya before a major political event in his life. But also we're expecting ambush interview of Isko Moreno because he usually is very open to interviews like that.
Yeah. Pia, I'm wondering kasi the Manila mayor at one point no was parang people perceived him to be one of the front runners in the 2022 presidential race. This was way early. Sobrang pre-election surveys to based on those. But in the mismong campaign period, tila nag-stall yung numbers niya. What was his demeanor, or what has his demeanor been like? What is the mood in the Domagoso Moreno camp in the waning days of the campaign?
Okay, so dun sa kanyang campaign team, no, there were mixed reactions about some of the more controversial things he has said recently, notably yung mga calls for Lenny to withdraw. Some of his supporters felt this was not, some of his insider or parang in his inner circle felt it was not very consistent with his messaging na hindi siya toxic. Tsaka medyo mahirap siya, diba, ayusin or medyo mess siya na kailangan clean up ng mga ilang sa mga comms team niya. But if you ask other insiders naman, they say that this is just very typical of the mayor. He is very instinctive in the things he says. He sometimes does not really consider strategy, but he's just trying to be authentic. And sabi nga niya parang he's just being real about his emotions. And he said it's a strength of a leader to be able to show such raw emotions in public. But of course, diba, parang iba rin yung dating sa ibang tao, diba? Parang honest ka nga, pero it also might show like a weakness in your character. Some people might think that. But yun, in terms of the candidate himself, no, Isko Moreno is still very much go, go, go. He's still very hopeful about his chances of winning, and he's still doing everything he can in his power to win. This is a candidate who will not go down without a fight. And yun nga yung pinakita niya a few days ago in his meeting the Avance. But you know, I also have to say that there were also factors beyond his control that might have affected in a bigger way his chances. For example, hindi naman na-expect ng kanyang campaign team niya at the onset na tatakbo si Lenny Robredo. They were told that she was not going to run. And then also they did not expect Sara Duterte to coalesce with Bongbong Marcos. And we all know that that decision of Sara was a game changer in Marcos's own candidacy.
Yeah, I have a question. Well, yung Easter press conference, how much did that, how much of the decline of his numbers in the surveys can be attributed to that single event? How consequential was that?
Yeah, it's difficult to say, no, because there are different surveys like the Pulse Asia. I don't think we have enough data to really show like how much of that was driven by the Easter press con or just by people making calculations na since third place si Isko, maybe I should just vote for my second choice who has better chance of winning, diba? It's hard to say, but definitely it can be said na it was bad optics that his campaign team really had to kind of fix, like with press releases, like yung mga press releases niya right after that was that Isko Moreno was just being honest with people, being candid with his emotions and strength yun ng leader. So, di ba, parang may clean up silang ginagawa. And at least, at the very least, we can say that that incident was something that they tried to clean up. They felt it could have been a threat to some people who maybe the undecided or some soft voters of Isko Moreno.
Josh?
Pia, can I ask, is Isko Moreno concerned over the continuity of his programs in Manila, or does he think that his legacy is secure in his former vice mayor who is now running for mayor of his city?
Well, the fact that he's endorsing Vice Mayor Honey Lacuna for the mayoralty, parang shows that he does care about the legacy and is really doing everything he can to help Honey win. And we can see that nandun siya sa meeting the advance ni Isko, diba? It was also, in a way, meeting the advance for Honey Lacuna. So definitely, Isko Moreno is very concerned na ma-push through yung programs niya. Kasi what he actually intended was a 10-year plan. It was a 10-year 10-year plan for Manila. And we know he's only served 3 years, so he definitely needs allies to help continue that 10-year plan.
Pia, nabanggit mo nga, it's a 10-year plan. Does that mean Mayor Isko Moreno might come back to Manila? Siguro after the term of Vice Mayor, if Vice Mayor Lacuna wins in the 2022 elections?
Sabi ni Isko kasi gusto niya mag-retire if he loses these elections. But obviously, like, a lot of people don't believe that or
Yeah.
believe na he will change his mind because, he's very young and his personality is someone na kailangan palagi siyang may ginagawa eh. Like, may mga times nga na the time where he did not win as senator, sabi nga niya bored siya noon. Diba? Kaya nga siya in-appoint eventually into the Duterte government kasi, he still had something to offer. So, many people in his circle, think he might still change his mind, that, he'll join politics again, especially in the 2025 elections. Who knows if it's for mayor or for another position.
Thank you, Pia. Pia is in Tondo, Manila, waiting for Mayor Isko Moreno to cast his vote. We'll be hearing more from Pia later today as she follows the final day of the election period for Isko Moreno in the 2022 election.